The start was actually a joint celebration of a half-centenary, France and Belgium combining to honour the Tour's record jersey wearer Eddy Merckx, 50 years on from his first. But it was a Dutchman, Mike Teunissen, who won in Brussels, representing the legions of non-Merckxes, men who'll never wear the jersey in Paris, but can say for the rest of their lives that they wore it for a stage or two on the way. Stage 3 took the race into France, reminding the French that the centenary of the jersey also marked 5 years since a home rider had worn it and 34 since one had won it. Julien Alaphilippe took care of the first problem.
Win number 3 in the Tour de France in his career, but this could be the best of all. He's going to take the jersey too, for sure.
It's one of the best moments of my career. It's amazing.
The question was, could Alaphilippe hold it to the top of La Planche des Belles Filles, the climb with a record of predicting the final yellow jersey in Paris? The answer was no. The lead passed to the young Italian Giulio Ciccone, rather undermining the mountain's reputation for picking winners. Not that Ciccone cared, he was too busy enjoying his status as Tour de France yellow jersey wearer number 289.
Only 200 message.
2 days later, Alaphilippe attacked with Thibaut Pinot to take the jersey back in time for Bastille Day. Home hopes were rising, but the world's best one-day racer was treating the Tour as a series of them.
I arrive in the Tour with my idea, like to take day after day. Really happy to keep the jersey one more day. I'm just so happy to be in yellow. It's one more day, you know.
There was no avoiding the significance of day 13. The Pau time trial fell on July the 19th, 100 years since Eugene Christophe wore the first yellow jersey. Alaphilippe was expected to lose time to Geraint Thomas, but took it and the stage.
The ride of a lifetime from a rider of a generation. He destroys Geraint Thomas's time.
The Tour put him on a Sergeant Pepper's podium full of former jersey wearers, as well as Claude Christophe, grandson of the man they all followed on from.
For the history, you know, 100 years after, I'm really proud to put my name on the story of my sport.
Alaphilippe was becoming a one-man celebration of his inherited garment, not just enjoying the attention, but orchestrating it. In the process, the race was turning into the best for 30 years, with a close fight among the favourites going on behind, the growing expectation that they might just remain behind.
It's no longer if Julien Alaphilippe can win the Tour de France. He is genuinely a contender over 3 weeks.
After defying the favourites again on the Col du Tourmalet, the race leader was still fresh enough to take the mickey out of Emmanuel Macron at the finish. And by the second rest day, one thing was clear. His team was going to have to start booking bigger press conference venues. 2 alpine stages from Paris, the dream centenary storyline was still intact. One charismatic Frenchman in yellow, another ready to take over should reality finally intrude. But on stage 19, the French public realised that what they'd been watching all along was a slow-developing disaster movie. First, Thibaut Pinot abandoned in tears with a torn muscle. Then Egan Bernal ripped the race apart, dropping Alaphilippe. Finally, nature intervened, blocking the road with a landslide and denying the race the denouement it deserved.
We are forced to stop the stage.
The last 2 shortened stages slightly took the shine off the Tour as a spectacle. But although we didn't get the final centenary yellow jersey that home sentiment and historical symmetry seemed to demand, the race actually produced a winner so special you have to reach back more than 100 years to find his equal. Neither Anquetil nor Reno at 23 or Merckx at 24 won the Tour so young as Egan Bernal has. The first Colombian to claim cycling's greatest prize is also the youngest since Francois Faber in 1909. 22 years, 202 days.
Enjoy it, man.